What's up, everybody? We're back with another live roulette simulator session, and today we're going to be checking out another roulette concept. In our last video, we looked at playing a single number expanded progression or a single number delayed martingale, however you want to look at it. But essentially what we did was we used a single number, 17, and after every 17 losses, we doubled. And eventually, if you get a hit, you make a profit. But you are playing one number, so although you have long odds and they do pay out well, it is tougher to hit. So the way that we're going to increase our hit rate today is we're going to play two numbers. So I'm going to go 17, 23. And because we're playing two numbers, we now have to account for that. So we're going to increase our progression, or we're going to double our bets after every 8 misses. And what that allows us to do is stay under that 17 spin threshold. So essentially, we are going to be taking 8 spins, and if we get a miss, or we miss for 8 spins, we're going to be doubling to 2 for 8 more. And then if we get 8 more misses, we're going to be going to a total of 4 on each number. And as long as we get a hit within 24 spins, we're going to be good. So let's start it off here. Let's see if we can do it. And if you missed the other one, the single number martingale expanded progression concept video, I'll put the link down in the description below. But hopefully we can get a hit right here within 24 spins. And this is a $112 buy-in. All right, that's a 1, so we get a miss. And we're going to try to get off the spins as fast as we can today. See if we can accumulate the profit really quick with these two numbers that we're covering. One thing to note about these progressions is you can increase the amount of numbers as we're doing today, but you do have to account for the equity that you're going to be losing on misses. It does eat into your opportunities. That is the only downside, but for those that are more action-oriented or you want more hits rather than less, you're going to want to play more numbers. But the downside to doing this is that if you start playing, you could do a split bet right now instead of 2, and you could save units. So in roulette, all of these spots or these bet placements do reduce down to a lower bet amount. A lot of times betting is redundant. If you bet 2 numbers, you could bet a split bet, like I said. If you bet 3 numbers, you could bet a single street, and you're risking less. And if you wanted to risk more, or you wanted the same risk, you could just increase your bets, and it would essentially be the same payout. But we're going to go with our progression here. I do find 2 numbers is a nice happy medium, especially on a single number, because the equity does not eat too much into the other one that hits. And I do like, I have played systems like this before. Just like I said, I've played the single number progression a lot. I have done 2 bets. But as I said, you start increasing to 3, 4, 5, and it gets a little dicey. But we're going to see if we can make it happen today. So 17, 23, waiting for one of them to appear. 17 is my favorite number, that's why I'm playing that, and 23 is my girlfriend's favorite number. Whenever we play together, we often target one of those numbers. There we go, 23, speaking of it. So we're going to get our hit right there. So that is going to be our 35 to 1. So these greens are representing 25, so I'm going to take away the 17 right there. I'm going to pay that with 1 green, and then we'll take 10 whites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go. So we got 35 to 1 coming back to us, and that's beautiful. So let's put this back over here. We didn't even have to go into the second level. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should have 16. All right, so we're going to have a total of, we have 25 here. If we have 15 here, we need 16. So if we removed 1 from here, moved it over here, that would be a total of 24 unit profit right there. So let's get right back into it. Let's see if we can keep accumulating more. We're going to play the same numbers. I do say that I like to stay consistent and persistent. So if I start playing something, I like to continue playing unless I go broke. I go down with the ship. Otherwise, I like to ride it out and see how long I can accumulate profits for before I like to walk away. All right, we got a miss right there, right off the rip. Keep those all nice and organized. We got our 17, 23 covered, going for our second hit of the day. And let me know what you guys think of these expanded progressions on these longer odds, such as the single numbers. Like I said, they do work on other bets as well, and I'm going to be getting into that. But I do find that single numbers, and when you limit them to a smaller amount rather than a large amount, tends to work better, or is a lower variance approach to the game of roulette. If you start increasing your bets too much, you end up in a martingale situation where you're betting a lot, your progressions need a lot to withstand negative variance, and if you hit a bad run, you get wiped out really quick. So I like to always, I always favor opportunity over risk, and that's what something like this progression allows. All right, 4. And as I said, we're within the range that we should expect to see a hit. We're actually going a little bit past that. We have 24 spins. We should expect to see one every 19 spins, according to the fact that we're playing 2 rather than 1. So hopefully we can see that happen here. Let's get 2 in the first level. That would be nice. Although not expected. 35. And that's why we do have our deeper levels to account for the fact that we are not always going to run good, but hopefully we don't run bad. And if we don't run bad, I guess we'll be running good. And if you guys play single numbers, not necessarily in the system or the way that I am right now, let me know as well. I love hearing all the systems, multiple numbers, with single numbers, anything like that, any kind of progressions, what your arrangements are. And also let me know what you think of this one. As I said, I like to keep things more simple rather than complex. And I find the less bets, the better, the less spots. I know there's a lot of people that like to take up a lot of the board and stuff like that with, a lot of big bets. But for me, I find that systems that provide opportunity where it's stretched out, because you do have to get lucky. You just eventually you get lucky and you hit on your spot. Otherwise, it's not your day and it's easy to walk away. All right, so we're gonna have to borrow some equity from that level. I could cash out that green, but I kind of want to keep that. Hopefully we can get another one here soon. Like I said, if we do hit on the last level, you're gonna make 19 units. That's a 34. So assuming we were to hit right here, you're gonna make 19 units because we would have lost 16. So we're still there. We do have to remember that we're gonna have to borrow some from our stack, but we're hoping not to go deep like that. So this is the last step of the first level. Spin 8 after resetting from getting that hit. Let's see if we can get the level we're looking for, and we don't have to go into level 2. Oh, we're gonna have a runner. Zeros. The second time we've seen those. All right, so we're going into the 2 chip per spot level. So as you can see, 17 is getting 2, and the 23 is getting 2 for a total of 4. The nice thing is, though, is that our spins still stay the same. So we're going for 8 spins because we've doubled our bets. Like I said, it's essentially an expanded Martingale progression. You're not doubling after every loss. You're doubling on the odds when they allow at the doubling point. So 8 more spins. Let's see if we can get it off right here. 9, no dice. And if we do, we're going to actually get more reward than we would on the first level because we are risking more. But unfortunate aspect is our attempts from the first level are going to eat away at the equity of our win. But that's with any system. Oh, right next door. Oh, and we forgot our bets here. Let's make sure we don't do that again. All right, so I forgot to put them out there. I'm going to assume that I had them out there because I should have. So we lose those. We're going back on the 17-23. My apologies, I get distracted talking, trying to think of the ideas behind the concept and my experiences that I've had with them. All right, let's get it. 21, no dice. All right, we'll keep those out there. 2 and 2. Here we go. And like I said, as long as we get a hit somewhere down that progression, we're going to be looking stellar. You don't want to go to the 3rd level, but you will win more. Although you'd prefer to just get 2 hits on the 1st or 2nd level rather than going there. All right, so 34 red is going to be another miss. We're quickly losing our stack here, but that's all right. We're going to survive. And we do have to remember we did borrow 1 from here to put over there. So at the end, or when we get down to our last bet here, if we do, we're going to have to borrow 1 from here again. And if we were to go broke, not that I want to think like that, but let's say that that were to happen, we would have our 25 unit right here to help balance some of that out or negate some of the loss associated with this chase. But like I said, it is a fun way to play single numbers. And if you don't enjoy the patience required for a single number because they can sleep for a while, you can add 1 more in and do this progression. But at the same time that 1 can sleep, 2 can sleep for pretty much the same amount of time as well. So buyer beware. And we're eating through our bankroll a little bit faster. Feels a little bit faster than we were before, but once we get that hit and we see the chips coming back, we're going to be happy. So sticking to our guns. All we need to see is a 17-23, and we are down to our last level if we do get a miss here. Oh, look at that. 16, near the 23. All right, so we're down to our last attempt, and we're going to need to borrow 1. So we're going 2 on the 17 and 2 on the 23. So if we get a miss right here, we will have expended all of our units from the 1st and the 2nd level for a total of 16 spins missed. But this is the 2nd phase in the sense that we did get 1 hit already. Oh, 11. All right, so look at that. We are all the way through the first and the second level. And let's see here. And I believe that was 16 units in the beginning, 32, 48 units total. So let's see what we can do here. We're going to need to go 4. And this is where the payday will be nice, especially if you could hit it right here at this spot. First step in the third level would be ideal. So let's you send me your 1 times, your love, your vibes. 1723 right here, and we'll be probably looking pretty good relative to our buy-in. I think we'll almost have all of that. We'll almost be at 100% profit. Oh, 1. All right, so that's no dice. 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. All right, let's see if we can do it. And I do show these all raw and unedited, so if I get a hit here or anywhere in this part, I'm going to show it. If I don't and I go broke, I don't go back and redo it. I show you guys no matter what. This is the reality of working these systems or trying them out, so I want you to see that. 11. All right, that's 4 and 4. Unfortunately, it just feels so expensive and not fun to see your stack dwindling. And right about now is the point that I'm getting a little worried if I'm, is this real money? But like I said, we did have that 1 hit, so at least we're getting 25% or roughly 20% of our buy-in back, no matter what. Not the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario would be running through your stack the whole time on the first run, but let's see if we can get it right here, guys. Show us the love. 4 on each, 1723 is all we need. And it's a 1 again. Man, that pesky 1. All right. Replenishing the dealer with those white chips. We are almost out. So that's that 1 that we've been having to borrow from the stack, continually making its presence known. All right, so we got 4 whites. We got 3 whites and a purple. Those are all 1s, representative of 1s. Let's get a 1723. Oh, that 1 again. I said 1s twice, I think. I think I manifested it on accident. All right, so we're getting down to nitty-gritty right here, you guys. And unfortunately, if we do not make it through here, we're only going to be walking away with roughly a 20% rebate. But that is the reality of gambling. And it is only a 100-unit system, or, excuse me, a 112-unit system. So it is on the lower end of being able to withstand the variance. But at the same time, if you're at the casino and you want to take a shot, this could be a very viable system, depending on the limits that are available to you. 26. All right, purples are getting replenished, and we only got a few spins left here, you guys. So let's go 4, 4, 4 and 4. And I think we got, what, 2 more after this. So we need some love. We need our 1 times to come through. Otherwise, this green chip is all we're going to be walking away with. And that's where, if you don't get hits, you wish you were playing 1 number, because you would have been able to stretch out your progression a lot farther. Look at that, right next door, you guys. We got the 4 right next to the 23, and we couldn't get the love that we needed. So some days it's just not your day, and sometimes the universe tries to speak to you in funny ways, and sometimes getting near misses like that can be one of those ways. So let's see if we can get it right here. And you know what? Maybe we'll use our profit. We'll take a shot at it, because essentially, if we were to go a few more, because of the way that we factored in our progression, we probably would still be profiting, or at least getting our money back. 9. All right, we're gonna see what we can do right here. I think I'm gonna need to trade that out though, because I should be 1 shy. All right, so I am 1 shy. Let's trade this out for some whites, because I do think we are gonna see, for the sake of what would happen, rather than walking away, if we did continue. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. All right, that's 20. All right, that's 25, so put that back. Green going in there in exchange for these whites. I do need to put 1 on the 17. Hopefully my number wants to come through. This is the last step of the 3rd level, the 24th spin. As I said before, or as you saw, we did get 1 hit, but unfortunately on the 2nd round or 2nd phase, so far we've gone dry. So let's see if we can get it right here. We would still be profiting in a big way. 1723 1 time. Oh, guys, look at that. That 23 is cursed today, right next door. And like I said, sometimes it's just not your day. So, realistically, I probably, since we went through all 24 spins right there, we didn't get a hit. We got a lot next door hits. I would definitely consider walking away right now. But basically what I'm going to do is I have 25 here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, let's go 4, 4, 8, 16. Yeah, let's just continue going 4, 4. We'll get 3 more shots at it. Essentially, if we can get this right here, we'll still be in the profit with this one. I think on the last spin, we may be close to breaking even or walking away with a small profit, but we haven't been able to do it in 24 spins. Let's see if 27 is enough by using the profit that we got from our 112 unit starting stat. Let's see if we can get the love that we're looking for right here. Nope, not gonna happen. That's a 36. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 2 spins left. Otherwise, we are done. We're walking away with nothing, or we are gonna have our stack replenished and we can reset and do it all over again. I like option B. Hopefully that's what wants to transpire here for us. Give us that 17, 23. 25, no dice. All right, guys, here it is, last bet. So essentially, we can do the math here. 2, 3, 4. We would be returned here 35. So this would be a 140 unit return. So we would still be profiting right now. We have 112 unit buy-in. So with that, using our profit, trying to get a hit right here, we still would be in the profit. So let's see if we can get it. So it would be 140 unit return plus the 4. 144 is what we'd be sitting at. We would lose the other number that didn't hit, but let's see if we can get that 1723 right here. All we need is the love one time. 19, no dice. So unfortunately for us, that is going to be a wrap on the split number expanded progression. We could go deeper, but I think realistically, that's probably, like I said, if I were at a casino and I were taking a shot, 112 units is pretty reasonable. At a dollar level, that's $112. At a $10 level, that ends up being $1,120. So, you know, I like it a lot better at a dollar level for a shot-taking system. A little rich for my blood at the higher stakes, but once again, this is the reality of what can happen when you do these systems. And although it sounds great that, you know, we should get a hit within our expected spin rate of 1 in 19 spins or 1 in 38, but reduced down because we had 2 bets. So 1 in 19, unfortunately, it didn't transpire for us in the second round. So we ended up going broke. We expended our profit as well as our initial buy-in. And yeah, that's it. So once again, this is another live roulette simulator session coming at you. This covers the expanded Martingale on a single number, but 2 numbers rather than 1. If you guys missed the other video for the single number one, I'll put the link down in the description below. But once again, make sure you stay tuned, like and subscribe. We got new content coming every day. Until next time.